Hello and welcome to Atheist Bible Study number 32. I'm Joe Dixon. Every week I read from the Bible and give you my ideas of it from an atheist perspective, which is basically I read it and I go, are you kidding? So we're going to read today, we're going to read The Bitter Well of Moriah is the story today in the Atheist Bible Study. Now, I read these with these, by the way, do you like the suit? I put on a suit again today. I just thought it'd be a nice little difference. I know my hair is a mess. I got to get a haircut, definitely got to get a haircut. Anyway, I'm assisted in this reading of the Bible stories by with the assistance of alcohol, because honestly, it's just no other way to read this stuff. I actually got interviewed earlier today on a podcast, and the gentleman interviewed me thought this is like a drink. Oh, you drink it down so much, but this is not a lot. Ladies and gentlemen, look at this. This is not a lot. And this here, today I'm having a brandy Alexander. This just has some brandy and some chocolate liqueur and just some half and half. That's not a lot. That is not a lot. And mostly half and half. Look at that. I mean, look at this thing. Look at that. That is not... It's not a lot. Anyway, so I'm going to drink this, and then we're going to read from the Bible, the children's Bible. I don't read the actual Bible because that would just go on forever. This one, we got that one, the angle just blah 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 blah. So I read the children's Bible, which is the Bible that's taught to most people anyway. I know I got some comments saying, "Oh, if you read the actual Bible, this is horrible." That's in that, but that's not what most people even know. The kids' Bible, the one I'm reading, that's what people get put into their old heads. So even that, and that's full of shit. So anyway, so let me drink this down, then we'll get into it. All right. Excuse me. Oh, I'm losing my touch. Here we go. Oh, I must be tired. Why can't I drink this down in one hand? There we go. I had to stop 3 times. Oh, I'm losing my touch, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Okay, now this is this is called The Bitter Well of Moriah. It's a story. Now, earlier in this story, at this point in the Bible, Moses has just freed his people. God has killed all these Egyptians who have done bad things, but who have done no bad things. Doesn't matter. God just killed them all because he loves these people. He loves Moses' people so much. I love Moses. I love Moses' people. The Israelites, or the Hebrews, they got a bunch of different names. I don't know what you call them. But basically, God plays favorites, and he killed off the Egyptians and let these people out of slavery. Why he had them in slavery in the first place, I don't know, but he got them out of slavery, or some form of slavery. I mean, they seem to be slaves. And again, Moses, I mentioned this before, Moses seems to be able to come in and out of the Pharaoh's house, which is very strange to me. I think if you're the Pharaoh of all the land, a slave wouldn't be able to just walk in anytime he wanted to, but that's what it says here in the Bible. All right, so, well, anyway, everyone's now free. Everyone's like, hey, we're away from the Egyptians. The Egyptians have been drowned, and they sang a song about this. They was like, oh, we're so happy to be drowned. And they sang a song about it, because that's what you do when people the mass death. You sing a song to God for killing all these people. So now the people are now free, and they're following Moses, and this is what happens. They have now reached the Bitter Well of Moriah. That's the story in Atheist Bible Study number 32. Let's go into it. Okay, so Moses led the Israelites, yeah, that's what I call them. So Moses led the Israelites from the Red Sea into the wilderness of Shur. They went for 3 days in the wilderness and found no water. When at last they came to, well, they should try some. All right. When at last they came, that's what Jesus would have done. Is there no water? What do I give a shit? I'll get some wine. All right. Well, anyway, but that's later. Jesus hasn't gotten here yet, so they want water. Anyway, when at last they came to Marah, excuse me. Ooh, sorry about that. When at last they came to Marah, they could not drink the water there, for it was bitter. For this reason, it was given the name of Marah, meaning bitterness. The people murmured against Moses, saying, what shall we drink? Moses cried out to the Lord, as he often does in these stories. He's constantly crying. The Lord apparently is unaware of any of this happening. He has no clue. He has to be told these things. Hey, God, what are you doing? I don't know. Who knows what he's doing, but Moses cried to the Lord, and the Lord showed him a tree, which, when he cast it into the waters, made the waters sweet. And there the Lord laid down the law for them, saying, if you will listen carefully to the voice of the Lord your God, and will do what is right in his sight, and will give ear to his commandments, and keep all his laws, I will not bring upon you any of these diseases which I brought upon the Egyptians. For I am the Lord who heals you. Except when I'm not, and I have to put blood on the... You have to put blood on the doors for me not to... Well, that's another... Did you remember earlier if they had to put blood on the doors? Because during Passover, God is calling, I'm going to kill Egyptians. And the Israelites said, holy shit. And God said, well, you know what? Put a little blood. Just kill some animals. Just some innocent animals have nothing to do with any of this. Put their blood up on your walls and I on your front doors, and I won't kill you. And they did this, and God said, oh, there's blood there, and he went over the house. That's why Passover. But anyway, so he's saying also that if they follow his commandments, they won't get diseases. And as we all know, Israel, if you go to Israel, no Israelite ever gets any disease. Then they came to Elim, where there were 12 wells of water and 70 palm waters, and they camped beside the waters. And that's the story. That's it. That's the bitter wells of Moriah, ladies and gentlemen. I know it's a very short atheist Bible study, but that's what happened. The next story is going to be manna from heaven, which we've all heard of that. And that one's going to be a little longer. That's going to go on for a while, folks. Oh, boy, it's a long story. But that's later. That's later. You can't rush the Bible, ladies and gentlemen. It says as it is. And this was number 32, the bitter well of Moriah. Excuse me. No, I'm not saying bullshit. When I cough, I'm just coughing. All right, anyway, but that's what happens. So they went into the desert. They're free now. They walk in and they're like, we can't find water. And God says, okay, well, no, apparently Moses goes, we have no water. God, unaware of this, has to be called. So Moses goes like, oh God, tell me where the water is. And God's like, oh, did I forget water? And so he says, go over to that tree, find a tree, and then hit it in the water, and that make the water sweet. Apparently there's I don't know, they said sugar cane? I don't understand what that was, but apparently, how did that create water? Well, the water's bitter, I'm sorry, right. So they went to the water, they did find water, then it was just bitter water, and they said, we can't drink this bitter water, what is this? We want Avion, goddammit, and, did we say God damn it? We meant just damn it, what devil damn it? I don't know, anyway, but but anyway, so God says, oh, okay, fine, so go over there, Moses, get that tree, and Moses gets the tree, and he puts it in the water, and the water's sweet. Oh, what a beautiful story. Good moral story. What's the morals of that story? I don't know. But remember, did they follow these commandments? You follow my commandments, you catch no disease. That's what it said here. That's what it said in the Bible. If you follow my commandments, you'll catch no diseases. That's why in Israel, no one gets cancer. Did you know that? No AIDS, no cancer, no hoof and mouth disease. You name it, you don't get it as long as you follow. Because the Bible can't be wrong, right? This is what we learn, right? There's good moral stories in this baby. You get good, and the good moral stories, if you follow God's, it says you don't get disease. I've just read it. I'll read it again if you want to hear it. If you listen carefully to the voice of the Lord your God and will do what is right in his sight, and will do and will give ear to his commandments and keep all his laws, I will not bring upon you any of these diseases which I brought upon the Egyptians, for I am the Lord who heals you. So you won't get any disease if you do all of his commandments. And just none of him don't do all of his commandments, follow all of his laws, and you won't catch any diseases. That's why religious people have so many less diseases than people who are atheists. Oh wait, that's not true. Actually, it's the same rate. It doesn't matter. You'll get cancer, or you'll get AIDS, or you'll get hoof and mouth disease. You'll get sclerosis. Glasses. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter whether you believe or not. You'll still catch disease. Isn't that weird? But that can't be. I don't understand. It's the Bible. It's truth in here, and it's good moral stories. Like, how is that possible?